Hey kids, this is Aaron from the podcast that wouldn't die, and Kevin and I use Zencastr. You think you're better than us, that you're using something else? You're wrong. Zencastr's the place to be. Who are you to deny it?
It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use our code DIEHARD and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. We want you to have the same experiences we do for all our podcasting and content needs. It's time for you to share your story.
Only a fool would give up a chance for a 30% discount.
August 14th, notes on experiment designated X. Experimental subject, myself, James Xavier.
X, the most fantastic experiment you have ever taken part in, presents Ray Milland in his most challenging role since his Academy Award-winning Lost Weekend. X, the man with the X-ray eyes.
Welcome to the last episode of the podcast That Wouldn't Die. I'm your host, Kevin. With me, as always, is Aaron.
How do, sir?
This week, we're going back in the Wayback Machine.
Are we going back to the future?
No, we're going back to the past. I'm sad to say.
Going back to the past.
We're discussing the Ray Milland classic, X, the man with the X-ray eyes, starring Ray Milland. And
boom.
And Don Rickles has a sizable role. I always forget Don Rickles is in this. It's shocking. It's crazy.
This and Casino, his most triumphant roles.
That's all you need. That's all you need. So,
Facts.
That being said, each week on the podcast, we discuss guilty pleasures and forgotten classics of the horror and sci-fi genres with a comedic twist. Aaron, what's the latest with you?
Oh, we had a shooting threat at our school, and really kids with their abbreviations. I had to read that. Someone texted it to me. I had to read it like 12 times. I'm like, what? What does this say?
What are the abbreviations? What are you talking about?
Okay, first of all, this is how you know it was not written by a kid, because they said something about it. We're going to go all Rambo. I'm like, Rambo? Do you think my students are watching or know what Rambo is?
You don't remember The Last Blood that came out 15 years ago or whatever it was?
Yeah. That's what the kids are all about. So I was like, this is, as usual, more bullshit. It's like every week, 2 different high schools seem to be targeted in our group. Except this time it rolls off a 3-day weekend and it's pouring rain. And parents pulled up, there's 8 police cars. Parents, I'm sure, were just U-turning and going home.
100%.
So it was one of the most glorious days of teaching in my entire life. Second only to COVID. One class had one blessed little child who showed up.
We've talked about that we encourage our students to protest as they walk right out the door.
This is
Please.
not a protest. Yeah,
no.
As I said, during all the walkouts, it didn't seem to affect my class levels. And quite frankly, this is how checked out everyone I work with is. I had to explain several adults why the kids were walking out. I'm like, does no one have social media? I mean, they're worried about social media, but it doesn't seem to affect our little town.
Right.
Unless you want to make threats at high schools.
And then it's okay. Then you're signing right up.
Sweet. Had to explain. Jesus. They're like, what are they protesting? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm like, do you watch the news? No. Do you
This is Bakersfield.
See anything on social media? No, I don't understand. I'm like,
I'm still on Friendster. What do you mean?
I'm on Friendster. There's nothing on MySpace when I checked.
MySpace. That's the thing. It all started with, I always tell people, started with Friendster, and then people migrated to MySpace, and then we migrated to Facebook. And then Facebook's still hanging around.
I remember opening a MySpace account, and then you immediately get the email from the dude,
Yeah.
and then I logged out. I was like,
That was
"Oh, strangers reaching out to me." Shut down, and it never went back.
One thing they had on MySpace that was kind of cool is you could pick like a theme song. So if someone went to your page, it would immediately kick into something. The Stroke.
When was the last time you ever went to anyone's page?
I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long. It doesn't exist anymore. I think Justin Timberlake bought it.
No. But I mean, even on Facebook, when was the last time you looked at anyone's page?
No.
You may see their posts, but I have literally only done it when I'm selling something or I want to buy something on Facebook Marketplace just to see how shady they look.
Right.
And Facebook dating.
I think you go there, look at somebody's page. If you're like, is this my friend? Is this my cousin? I'm not 100% sure.
It's not a relative and it's not a friend.
I'm not talking about for dating. I'm just talking about to make sure I'm following.
I'm talking about just trying to buy a camera for $5 off of Facebook Marketplace.
I've never used Facebook. I didn't even know that was a thing, that you could buy things off Facebook.
Dude, I sell stuff all the time.
Don't know
I
anything
used
about
to
it.
be very paranoid. I'm like, oh, you're going to have to meet me in the parking lot at the Starbucks. Just like for Facebook dating. I'll meet you at the Starbucks, you murderer.
And bring some gift cards with you. Bring the gift cards. Either way.
Now I don't even give a shit. I make them PayPal me and I just kick it out the door. And either they get it or a homeless man walks off with it.
A porch pirate shows up.
A porch pirate. I'll send my 6'7" son to answer any questions.
Absolutely. Sweet Jesus. Okay, enough of this jibber jabber. Give us your 30-second synopsis of X, the man with the X-ray eyes.
A man with zero personality or people skills comes up with some crazy eye drops that, of course, he tests on himself to see into people and then becomes addicted. He goes crazy like the Invisible Man until he can see the eyes of God, killing best friends and destroying lives wherever he goes until he is told, if thine eye offends thee, brother, pluck it out. And guess what? Still can see. Boom! And that's what you get.
Alert.
Boom, you get what you get.
And you don't throw a fit. We discussed this show or this movie years ago on the old YouTube show, the B Movie Club. And this is literally the second time I've seen this movie. I watched it for that, and I've seen it for this. And
I freaking love it. And I feel, I don't know if this is true. I feel like this would have been a 3D. Do you know?
Maybe.
Because the whole opening shot is just an eyeball. I thought it was the beginning of a Sam Raimi movie. If only someone had vomited into someone else's mouth, it would have been a Sam Raimi film.
It would have been a Sam Raimi production. 100%.
Dude, but think about this. Would this not be an amazing Sam Raimi remake?
Here's my feeling about it all.
Old Sam Raimi, not now I'm not going to be funny. Old Sam Raimi, Evil Dead followed by X with Bruce
Dark
Campbell. Man. X, the man with the X-ray eyes. I want all the Raimis in there. I want Xena Warrior Princess doing a cameo. I want Bruce Campbell.
100%.
This is amazing. This
Ted
is amazing.
Raimi, he's available.
That's what I mean. All the Raimis. We need to have a reunion of Xena Warrior Princess.
100%. Watch.
Tell me you wouldn't sign up for that.
I have to keep saying this movie is very low stakes as far as things go. You know what I mean? You say he becomes like the Invisible Man, like he goes nuts. He really just gets kind of irritable. Is really what happens.
Irritable at the beginning, but he's like a crackhead. He's like, bah, bah, bah.
Yes,
he like is. The 80s. When you do cocaine, but then all you really get out of it is the will to do more cocaine.
Well, and that was the thing. It was like, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to put these drops in your eyes? He's like, well, people only use 10% of their eyes. It's like, what? Is that what are you saying?
They're hardly even using the whites anymore.
It's a thing.
It's very science forward.
It was. It was. And it was like, he's desperate. And they're like, well, we need to do more tests. Nope, no more tests. I'm going to inject this directly into my eyes. Why?
How about any test? How about any test?
Right.
I have some kind of oily urine in a jar. And I'm just going to squirt it directly into my eyes. Squirt.
Well, they did. They tested it on a goddamn rat. And the rat could see through like a fucking board.
How do you know what the rat can see?
That's what I didn't write the shit. But then the rat died 5 seconds later. That's not a good thing.
He's like, good enough for me.
What the? He was desperate to put the eye drops in, seemingly for no reason. Like there wasn't some big thing he was trying. I guess he said like, I want to see what on the furthest reaches of the visible spectrum.
I want to see the sandworms of Dune.
That's what I'm saying. It was like, why is this so important to you? And then he does it, and it seems like it sucks, right? It seems like it sucks 5 seconds in, and yet he's still like, I gotta keep squirting myself with this. It was crazy.
I mean, there is the one point where his eyes become X-rays, X, the man with the X-ray eyes, and
Correct.
He can see a tumor, and then that's it. After that, he's stabbing other doctors. He's pushing friends out the window.
He did.
He's using it to sneaky peek movies and other areas.
Other areas. There's a whole scene. My wife walked in during the naked dance scene. She's like, "What are you watching?"
Playboy After Dark.
100%. Now,
but it's like Ray Milland, who is the opposite of sexy. It's like having Ironside yell at you.
It is exactly like Ironside. This is actually the third frickin' Ray Milland movie we've done on this podcast. The third.
And don't get me wrong, I love this movie.
Clearly. Do you remember when you saw this the first time or how many times you've seen this?
Honest to God. Well, I've seen it at least twice.
Fair.
And I do not remember why we watched it or how I heard of it.
Because the only reason we're watching this is because you were like, oh, we got to hit up X, the man with the X-ray.
Dude, it was on the list. It was on the list.
Because of you. You put it on the list. There's only 2 people added to the list. It sure as wasn't me adding it to the list.
What? You can't get campier than this. This is fantastic. The music, the graphics, the bizarro stories.
Yep.
He's in a freak show. You've got everything for success.
It's a Roger Corman movie. This is a Roger Corman movie from the 60s. Yes. It's a thing. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot, Aaron. Do you know what the other 2 Ray Milland movies are that we discussed on this podcast?
Holy shit. I'm sorry to distract. I was Googling X, the man with the X-ray eyes t-shirts. There's some fucking amazing t-shirts.
I do not believe that. I do not believe that.
Bro, it's like page after page. Oh.
Okay, we're an audio medium, so you grunting and groaning, it's upsetting.
This one says Bauhaus, X, the man with the X-ray eyes. So I don't even know. Anyway.
Let me reel it back in. Well, number one, we haven't done 3 Spielberg movies, and yet we've done 3 Ray Milland movies. Do you know what the other 2 are?
Was he in The Swarm?
He absolutely was not in The Swarm, although he could have been, frankly.
He could have been. Those people were pretty interchangeable.
Yep.
Was he in The Manitou?
That was Tony Curtis.
Ray Milland, Tony Curtis, they're so similar.
Same difference.
Was he in The Titanic? I mean, not The Titanic.
The Poseidon Adventure?
Yes, there's supposed to be a morning after.
No, and we've never done the Poseidon Adventure. So how about that?
That can't be right.
Okay.
All right, I surrender.
Let me describe the first one to you. He was an evil doctor who was dying, and they said, "We need to put your body."
Oh, the man with two heads. The racist doctor. That was
which I love. That might be the only true Ray Milland, as far as I'm concerned. The Thing with Two Heads.
That is your very special, and I think this is my very special Ray Milland. And what was the other one?
He's in a swamp and inviting all his relatives over to visit, and the swamp is fighting
alligator
back. Frogs.
Oh, he was frogs. Frogs. That movie gave me so much trauma watching those ads. And I think I was in Italy like 100 years ago, and there was like the poster of the frog with the human arm sticking.
Yes, that's like, the poster.
It's happening again.
And yet, no giant frogs in Frogs, just regular sized frogs. It was a scam.
Scam.
Young Sam Elliott, though, in Frogs as well. So how about that?
Speaking of Sam Elliott, I was on Facebook dating, and someone liked me, and I'm like, this is a fucking picture of Sam Elliott. Report, you motherfuckers. Who do you think you're fooling?
Get out of here. Yeah. He's happily married, by the way. Don't do that to old Sam.
Honestly, yeah. It was probably really Sam Elliott.
It probably was really
something on the side. No one put two and two together.
Trolling around on Love on Facebook. Absolutely.
I mean, Love Facebook, boy. They really have standards.
They do. Ain't no lie. Okay, let's jump in. Aaron, let's start with you. What do you got? What are your notes saying?
He has a hot girlfriend, which makes no sense. He has zero personality. He is an asshole to everyone, and everyone tries to be kind to him. It's ridiculous.
He's basically Ray Milland in this. Every movie we've done, Ray Milland is kind of is various levels of asshole. He's never like a kindly gent, right?
And I don't know what his accent is. Where is Ray Milland from? Because it's almost a British accent.
It's kind of a Cary Grant kind of thing, kind of a mid-Atlantic, I think described.
Okay, right. We'll describe that as that. It has great music. What do they call that? It's like a Zimmer. They used to use it in Star Trek.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know what it's called, but I know where you literally just rub something over like a metal.
It's like a metal thing, and you put your hands near it.
Right.
God, it's like a zither.
It's not a zither.
Literally, I saw one on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like,
buy that shit.
Need that? Do I need that? I could make our own music.
How do you take lessons on that instrument? Is my question. You plug it into the
trial and error. I think Sheldon bought one on Big Bang Theory. Whatever this thing is that we are vaguely describing.
100%.
It's literally like a tube that loops over. You turn it on, electricity goes through it, and you put your hand near it, and it goes.
Right, it makes weird noises. And
it makes weird ass noises. And that is the entire soundtrack to this.
Yes, it is.
It reminds me of Saturday afternoon horror movies on Channel 9. They all had the same terrifying soundtrack.
As they should.
Yes.
So let's talk about this. So he starts giving himself the eye drops. His partner,
his eyes are weepy and sloppy the whole time because
he's really dropping. He's really putting shit in his eyes. That's not Visine. I don't know what that shit is. I think by the end
of the movie, his eyes look like a couple of dates.
100% they were shriveled and rotten. This is the best scene ever. There's two other doctors who are like, hey, maybe you should dial back on the eye drops. It's like his partner, Dr. Brandt, who was always like going, I don't know if we should do this. He's like, well, I'll just do it by own self. He's like, oh, shit, okay, I'll help you. And then there was the doctor who worked for the foundation who was like donating money to his research and was like, now, hey, can't give you any more money for your fucked up research.
Because you stabbed me in the hand during surgery, so I couldn't perform the surgery.
This is important. In context, he was in a coma because of his crazy eyes. He snaps out of it, and the doctor's like, "Hey, you're going to be assisting me on this surgery with a child." And he uses X-ray vision. He could tell the doctor's going to cut in the wrong place or some shit. So it's altruism. He's like, because the doctor's like, "Shut up! I'm going to do what I want to do." So he's like, "Nope, I'm going to take the shit away from you. You can't start cutting into this." And the guy's like, "Hey, give me a different scalpel. I'm getting in here one way or another." So then he slices the guy's head. He's like, "Shit." And so he's like, "I'll take care of it from here."
Go ahead. Let him perform. No need for security.
There's a scene where he's like, the nurse is like, "Doctor, should we stop him?" He's like, who gives a shit? It's like, whatever.
And then he lit a cigarette and tapped it right into the open chest of the poor young
Flicking
girl.
ashes. Now, he was, the X-ray eyes, he was right. He saved the little girl's life. But now he's going to be, I don't know.
And now he's a psychopath who stabbed the other surgeon in the hand.
Right. They don't like that, evidently. In the operating room, he started having sword fights. People don't appreciate that. So then the two doctors are like, "Hey, we need to cool it with this eye drop shit." And he accidentally, it was some weird, it was like a Steven Seagal move where the doctor's like, "Hey, we shouldn't do that." And he fucking like did some kind of a twist and the guy literally just falls out the window.
Because the windows in hospitals are often open all the way to the floor, so you could just pitch yourself out.
It was a picture window. No, wide open. Like on the 30th
floor or whatever, yeah.
Whatever it
Straight
was.
drop. And he doesn't even look out to see if his friend's dead. That his girlfriend looks. They're like, "Oh my God."
Right. And this is a question.
You. What?
Is the eye drops making him kind of cold and unfeeling? Or is it just the acting of Ray Milland is like, I cannot bring myself to act like I give a shit? Is that what it is?
You know what it is? It's The Shining, where the husband is never sane.
Correct.
From the minute he looks like an abusive asshole.
Right. 100%. So that's Ray Milland in this.
So that's just Ray Milland, who likes putting eye drops in.
So he goes on the run. And it's literally like, it's one of those things, we've had this happen before, where I fall asleep and I wake up and suddenly he's in a carnival. And I'm like, what happened? I didn't rewind it. How did we get from he's working at a hospital to now he's Karnak the Great? And
I can't remember the order. Are we talking about the car chase?
What car chase? Are you talking about later in the movie? When he
is that later?
Vegas?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Did you just watch this movie? I watched this 2 weeks ago.
I watched it like a week ago, but I can't remember the order. Mostly I wrote about he pushed his friend out the window.
He didn't really push his friend out the window. The friend was just a clumsy oaf who was like, "I'm not letting you take these eye drops anymore." Well, or I could just throw my ass out the window. How's that sound?
I mean, literally the hospital owns the eye drops. They paid for all of that. This is not yours, homie below me. But I love his girlfriend says, "Run away, Jim. Run away."
There were 3 people in that room. Okay? One of them is out the window. So you guys could say anything you want to the authorities. You don't just immediately have to go on the run.
It's ridiculous.
Right?
And I haven't been to Vegas many times, but I've been there enough that I never noticed there was a freak show.
No, there's no
Even
freak
at
show.
Circus.
There's the carnival.
Circus is kind of a freak show.
Oh my God. There's the carnival. Later in the movie, he's in Vegas. They're not one scene. God damn it! Have you seen this?
I guess I just stopped taking notes.
Jesus Christ! And did you hit yourself in the head?
I literally have from Runaway Jim to Las Vegas.
Okay, why don't I take the lead here? And feel free to jump in.
Just peck at it like some people are doing.
So he's at a carnival where he uses his X-ray vision to like tell kind of preposterous things. Like he's able to look in their, he's like,
Their
I can tell.
wallets.
Right, he's looking at their wallets, so he doesn't just have X-ray vision. It's like super long distance vision. And if it's all the cards together in your wallet, you think that would make it more difficult as well. But
No,
who's to
not
say?
the case. You're wrong.
And Don
Not the
Rickles.
case.
Don Rickles is his Barker, basically. Come in and meet the man with the X-ray eyes, blah, blah, blah. And evidently, Ray Milland is working at the carnival to basically support, because he still wants to, have his laboratory where he's mixing up his eye drops, I guess. So he's got to put some food on the table.
I mean, what kind of a laboratory if you can do it in the tent with the hay?
Right.
So it must be paint thinner. I got a melted crayon. Exactly what scientific stuff is he buying there that Don Rickles can procure from the carny?
Well, and that's the thing. If we go back to the beginning of the movie, there's usually, when these kind of movies, there's a long series of like successes and failures with the eye drops, right? I'm desperate to accomplish this. I'm going to try a different formula. They cut through all that shit. From the opening credits, we've already got the formula.
We already got it.
Set. Right. They don't tell us what it is. It's just some yellow shit in a vial, essentially.
And as a fine doctor, there's absolutely no notes about what he's seen and what's going on and how many drops he's put in. He's a fine scientist.
He's dripping and dropping constantly. And half the time he's like, hey, my powers kind of come and go, but I got to keep drop. And meanwhile, it's not like his vision goes back to normal. He has to wear crazy goggles all the time.
Because the sun's too bright.
Because the sun's,
and then by the end, he sees through his eyelid. So it's always bright sun. He's always staring at the sun.
This sounds like it's a horrible thing, and yet he's still like, I'm going to give us a few more drops. So it's an allegory for drug abuse. I think you're right about that one.
He's a total drug addict. That's what it is.
So Don Rickles is like, okay, we'll leave the carnival. And now we're going to operate out of some crack house where we'll invite like the neighborhood elderly and you'll just look at them. Now he tells the elderly, it's like, oh, he can heal you. But obviously that's not what he can do. But evidently people are coming and going. He's just like, oh yeah. One woman he comes in, he's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just old and tired. That'll be $75, please. That's not helpful. That's not good advice.
She was going to die, so he didn't want to say anything.
That's what it is.
Get out! Basically, Don Rickles is blackmailing him because he knows something's up, and he wants some scratch.
Well, eventually, I think Don Rickles finds a newspaper where it's like, homie was thrown out the window, and this other doctor is on the lam, like front page. So he's like, hey, if you don't keep doing this shit where you look at the people's bodies and go, oh yeah, you got a Jimmy leg, then
you got a Jimmy leg.
I'm going to call the
doctor for your Jimmy
I want
leg.
my cut. I want my cut. And eventually, what's her name? The female doctor.
Yeah.
she drags him out of there. Don Rickles like, hey, he's not curing you. He's making you sick. Get the cops over here. He's like yelling at him. And that's when they go to Vegas. Smash cut to Vegas. So, I guess he's...
And by the way, our Nana didn't care for Don Rickles. She found him vulgar.
He is vulgar. Although, I mean, not particularly funny in this movie, if I'm being honest.
No, he's not.
Like,
well, he wasn't funny in Casino either. He played a
disagree. It was a laugh riot. Laugh riot.
Funnier than Joe Bob Briggs in Casino.
Well, if you watch Casino, they had multiple comedians. Like Alan King is another comedian who's in that. None of them say one goddamn joke. It's like, what are we doing here?
What's his name? Who was in Usual Suspects? Who was the head of the casino after what's his name left? He was a comedian too.
And The Usual Suspects? What casino was in The Usual Suspects?
No, the guy who was in The Usual Suspects, who later becomes the face of the casino, the one that's brought down because he had a silent partner. Have
I don't
you
even
seen
remember.
Casino?
I haven't seen Casino.
Oh, Jesus.
My favorite part about
Jesus.
Casino is when there's a carnival. That was my favorite part. How about that? Sweet Jesus.
Mhm.
There is a scene earlier in the movie that we kind of zipped on by where it is she drags his ass to a party because he's an old grunt. And while he's there, he can see, like, literally they sees everybody naked. And because
Right.
this is the 60s, because let's be honest, this was 70s and 80s Roger Corman, you're seeing tits everywhere. But because it's the 60s Roger Corman, it's basically, you see like
Shoulder blades up.
100%.
All right. Back to Casino. You have Dick Smothers from the Smothers Brother.
Love his work.
Right. Comedian. But I'm looking for the guy who plays, I think the last name was Green.
Mo Green. Mo Green
Green,
from The
well.
Godfather, by the way.
Yeah, Mo Green was in The Godfather. Continue on your gibberish. I'll figure
Well,
this.
I just want to say,
Kevin Pollak. Kevin Pollak plays.
Kevin Pollak. Yeah, he is a comedian.
Kevin Pollak. He is
Oh
a
my-
comedian, and he was also in The Usual Suspects.
He was.
playing serious role, and I love Kevin Pollak.
Kevin Pollak was in A Few Good Men. You, Lieutenant Weinberg. There's that. He's in that as well.
Because he
Now,
has a good eyebrow, so the eyebrow goes up.
I love Kevin Pollak is a comedian who does amazing impressions, but you'll see him in movies where he's just an actor. He does that a lot as well.
A serious actor. Yes, he's amazing.
He is. And I have to say, as far as the Smothers Brothers go, they got the crappy brother. If you're going to bring in the Smothers Brothers, there's one that's good, and there's one that's called the straight man, which means the one who's not funny. Right?
Like, it's not good. In our relationship, which Smothers brother are you? The Zeppo.
That's what you say. And frankly, I'm outraged.
Are you the Zeppo of the crowd?
Perhaps. Anywho, not
Yes.
the Curly Joe.
The Curly Joe, not Joe Besser.
I kind of like Joe Besser, if I'm being honest.
We like all the Joes.
Yeah, 100%.
Less a Shemp.
Shemp was good too. He's in Vegas now, and he's clearly looking at the cards. Now, obviously, they don't know he's got the X-ray eyes, although he's wearing huge, crazy goggles, and he's winning every hand, which I'm not sure is possible in blackjack. No matter what you do, there is, even if you could tell,
the whole casino staff is standing around you. Maybe it's time to cash out.
oh, he's flagrant. They're like, we're closing this table. He's like, well, f this. I'm going to go to that table then. Goes there and is just like looking hard at the cards. He goes, yeah, it's a blackjack. Nobody bet. They're going to, everybody, it's like, come on, bro.
That's what I mean. He's gone mental because now you're just f***ing yourself. Next thing, Joe Pesci's going to come up with take it to the back room with the sledgehammer.
100%. Act like you've been there before, bro. Don't spill the beans.
Have you don't even know what the hell's going on? I mean, yeah, that I found a little bizarre. Like, now I'm just going to show off.
Yes. It was like, what are you doing?
To the mafia?
Yes. In Vegas. The best part of that scene is when he's like, okay, I'm out of here. And they kind of stop him. Sir, you need to come with us. He throws a bunch of money in the air and bounces and leaves his girlfriend behind. She's like in the crowd. He's like, what the fuck? He just pulls away.
How about you give that money? Yeah, to your girlfriend. How about throw half of the air, give it to your girlfriend, and meet her around back?
Nope. He jumps in the car. He can barely see because of his crazy X-ray vision.
This is what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
It is the most bizarre 20-minute car thing where A, he can't see. So by all means, drive as fast as possible. He's clearly not from Vegas. So where the hell's he going? Driving back and forth, flipping U-turns. If you want to not cause attention, maybe don't do that. Maybe your girlfriend should have been the one driving.
Right. It was making me sick, frankly. It was all the crazy, because it was cut to.
And it was ridiculous.
Crazy vision, like the kaleidoscope vision, and then him swerving back. I'm like, Jesus, like a Star Tours ride. I'm about to throw
It
up
was
myself.
totally like a kaleidoscope where you could not figure out what things were. And then it's getting dark, so then what are you going to see at all?
100%. Eventually he crashes, but luckily there's
Good.
like a tent revival right around the corner.
Oh, glorious, glorious. I wrote Jim is so stupid.
Is that his character's name?
That's
I
one
don't
of my
remember his name.
very important notes. No, that's my comment.
Okay, fair enough. And then he discovers the tent revival, which is
He's marching through the desert in Nevada. He finds a tent revival.
Do those
Still
still
wearing
exist?
a suit though.
Is that a thing still?
Yeah, they had one over here. Are you kidding
of course.
me?
That's Bakersfield at its finest.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
like disturbs the shit.
If there was any open space in Irvine, I'm sure they would throw it up.
We're a godless place. That we don't believe in it. Sorry.
You were full of Koreans. The Koreans go to church.
They go to Catholic church. They don't go to the tent revival with the snake handlers. How dare you?
I didn't say there were snake handlers. I don't know.
Where they're speaking in tongues?
But now it's always in Spanish.
What is Spanish?
Whatever the
tongue sound
revival
like?
is.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he goes in there, disturbs the show, takes off his glasses. His eyes look even different now. It's like every time they show his eyes, they look crazy and different.
Let's put a pause for a minute, because at one point they rip his glasses off and it's large black with like a gold circle around.
Yes.
Now he's got shark eyes, where it's just giant black eyes.
Like a doll's eyes.
Like doll's eyes.
And then Aaron's favorite line occurs. Hit us with that line one more time.
He's screaming and people are coming up because they're saved, and he gets up there barking and screaming at people that he can't even see. So I don't even know how he knows he's in a tent revival. About how he sees the eyes of God, and the God's looking back at him, and the preacher man says, "You're looking at the devil, son." And then randomly in John blah blah blah, blah, if thine eye offends thee, brother, pluck it out. And he's like, of course. And in the shittiest eye pluck that I've ever seen, he pulls his eyes out, and I don't know, there's glitter bombs inside his head. It literally looks like sequins.
Well, it was kind of bizarre because it wasn't like a fake rubber mask where it was like basically they did like tricked photography or something where it was like
where there's like a cutout, like a green screen, but it's not cutout. It's not like a gore. It literally looked like red sequins or something.
Right.
I mean, 100%. The whole first beginning of the movie is a giant eye with like tubes and stuff. Why don't you just pop a couple of those out? Did you run out of rubber eyeballs, or you only have the one?
They only have
Pluck
the one.
it out. And then he could still see.
I was about to pluck it out my own eyes because, frankly, the show was offending me.
Pluck it out. It is one of the greatest Roger Corman films ever made.
You're as high as a kite. Credits roll. The end. Good stuff. Sweet
Dude,
Jesus.
Dynamite. And in fact, I will be going online later. I probably should stop buying stuff, but I need to get a t-shirt. I'm going to have a whole drawer of just horror t-shirts.
Aaron, if thy t-shirt offends thee, pluck it out. Let's go behind the scenes, shall we?
Let's go. Who did Ray Milland bone in the filming of this?
Hopefully no one.
He was the bone daddy.
He was the bone collector. To create the effect of being able to see through a building, the director filmed the building while it was under construction. How about that?
That's beautiful.
The film originally had a 5-minute prologue about the human senses. The prologue was removed because what a horrible idea.
Yes, let's remove that.
That sounds like shit. This reduced the running time to 79 minutes, which is far too long for this one. How about that?
So we had to add a 40-minute car spaz out. Yeah.
They did that in The Thing with Two Heads as well. There was a crazy dirt bike chase that lasted forever in that movie. God damn it.
Dude, that would have been beautiful if it was the same thing, like Blade Runner and The Shining.
Do you remember what the character's name was? Ray Milland.
Jim.
Dr. Xavier. Professor
Why do they
X.
call him Jim?
Because maybe Jim was his first name. His last name was Xavier.
Maybe after he stumbles around with no eyes, he falls down a ravine, and that's why he's in a wheelchair.
100%. That's exactly what it is. Roger Corman has said the idea for the film was his. It was originally about a scientist. Then he felt that was too obvious, so he changed the protagonist to a jazz musician who had taken too much drugs. And I get into about 4 or 5 pages. I thought, I don't like this idea. So I threw the whole thing out and started back and went with the scientist.
Boom. I thought it has to be Ray Milland. We have him on contract for 3 more pictures.
Clearly. The film was shot in 3 weeks on a budget of under $300,000. How about that?
And 100 of that was Ray Milland's salary.
Absolutely.
What I love in these movies is when they go to a party. I mean, people look much older. So are these supposed to be like 20, 30-year-olds? Because they look like they're 40, 50-year-olds. But all the guys are wearing suits and the girls have like fancy dresses on.
Yeah, that's how they used to party back in the day.
That's raging. It's just hard liquor. Hard liquor, maybe some cocaine, and away you go.
A little do the Watusi and the whole deal.
Dude, that's the only way you explain those weird dances.
That's the only way. Close-ups of Dr. Xavier's hands during the operation are actually footage of a real surgeon's hands, showing great facility.
I would hope he wasn't actually performing surgery.
Actually performed the surgery. How about that? The Rubes in the carnival audience that Crane signals out are played by Dick Miller.
The Rubes. I love that. I got to write that down again. We do not use the word Rubes enough.
We should bring it back, frankly.
That's right.
Before his death in 2024, Roger Corman had considered updating the film with modern special effects or possibly remaking the film entirely. How about that?
100% with Sam Raimi and make it a musical.
Tim Burton developed a script for a remake of the film, but it went unproduced. Wow.
That would be amazing. Oh my God.
2 bands referenced the film in one of their songs apiece. Bauhaus in the 1981 album Mask, and the Blue Oyster Cult on their 1998. They had an album in 1998.
They had an album in 98
called Heaven Forbid. How about that?
Unfamiliar. As far as I know, they had one song, Don't Fear the Reaper. It didn't say Don't Fear Dr. X.
Hey, I liked Burning for You. That was a good Blue Oyster Cult
song. Burning, that's true. 2 songs.
That was a banger. I think that's
that was a banger. That was their big 80s hit. All those like Yes and all those bands came back in the early 80s.
I always say my favorite Yes song is Owner of a Lonely Heart. When they come back in the 80s and they sell out, that's when I'm in. That's when I'm in.
100%. I had that album. I won it on KDES radio by being like the 4th caller.
Let's look at the
And I always got wrong. I used to always call it 90210. It's like 90187 or something. It's the name of that album.
Let's talk about the cast and crew, shall we?
Well, there's Ray Milland.
Yeah, he's one. Let's see. Directed by Roger Corman. You know
Classic.
Him for his acting roles. He was FBI Director Hayden Burke in The Silence of the Lambs in 1991.
Beautiful.
Silence
of the Lambs is amazing. Chris Isaac's in that.
He is. He played a congressman in 1995's Apollo 13.
Didn't see that.
He wrote the original Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes, not as good as the remake. See, musical better.
Fair. He produced something called Frankenstein Unbound, which I'm unfamiliar with, and a million
Did he
others.
collab with Andy Warhol on that? Because that's the
Hopefully
only
not.
Frankenstein I want to see.
That is not the only true Frankenstein. Ray Milland played Dr. James Xavier. You know him from Lost Weekend in 1945, The Dangers of Alcoholism.
Dude, which is excellent film.
He was in Dial M for Murder in 1954, Alfred Hitchcock.
Dude, yep. He plays the tennis player husband who's gonna kill his wife. Let's go.
He was in something called The Big Clock in 1948.
Unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar. And he was in Love Story, playing Oliver Barrett III in 1970. Love is never having to say you're sorry.
That is not Love, by the way. And you know what? I've never seen Love Story.
I haven't either. Ryan O'Neal.
Ryan O'Neal is so damaged at this point that I have rejected all his previous work.
Ray Milland is Welsh, by the way. How about that?
Is that weird accent?
That's that accent. Well, he's trying to do American. He's trying to do American, but you do what you can do.
Okay.
Diana Vander Vlies played Dr. Diane Fairfax. Let's see. You know her from such things.
Do I?
Well, you may not, frankly. She's the female lead. You know her from The Man with the X-Ray Eyes in 1963.
Oh, that's a good one.
She was in something called The Swimmer in 1968.
No.
She was in the DuPont Show of the Month in 1959 in 2 episodes.
Come on. We're going into the Wayback Machine.
One episode of Folio in 1955. One episode where she played Desdemona in Othello. How about that?
How about that? She's somebody's wife. Tell the truth.
Harold Stone played Dr. Sam Brandt, the dude who took
Which one was he? The friend or the head? Because the head guy's been in a thousand things.
He's homie who went out the window.
Okay. Who's also familiar looking.
You know him from The Wrong Man in 1956.
Okay.
He was in X, The Man with the X-Ray Eyes.
Yes.
He was in Spartacus in 1960 playing David.
Yeah.
And
whatever.
Somebody Up There Likes Me in 1956. How about that?
I didn't see that.
No, not ringing any bells.
No.
Don Rickles played Crane. You know him from such things as Kelly's Heroes in 1970. That was a Clint Eastwood World War II epic.
Never saw it.
Telly Savalas, Donald Sutherland. It's an all-star
Is
cast.
it about war?
It's about war.
Thank you.
It's kind of fun.
Thank you.
He was Billy Sherbert in Casino in 1995.
A classic.
He was Mr. Potato Head in all the Toy Story movies.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Anybody else you want to know about?
Yes, who was the head surgeon dude? He looked totally familiar.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. John Hoyt.
The one who got his hand stabbed.
Played Dr. Willard Benson.
He's John Voight.
John Hoyt.
Oh.
You know him from When Worlds Collide in 1951.
That's a classic, sci-fi classic.
He was in Spartacus playing Caius in 1960.
Oh, but not Caiaphas. That's different. Oh,
he was
Caiaphas, so-called the Roman guard.
He was in Attack of the Puppet People in 1958.
I don't think it's the puppet people that I like.
He was in Brute Force in 1947.
Yeah.
You might recognize him because he was in a lot of Twilight Zone episodes.
Oh, Lord. You know I love the Zone. That's probably it. You're probably right.
He was in the one where they're in a diner and there was talk about an alien invasion. And the twist was that he like has 3 arms. He's like, yeah, the Martians will be here anytime. And then the guy working the diner moves his head up and there's a third eye. And he's like, actually, the Venetians intercepted your ship. And so there were multiple aliens. Because that was the whole thing. Who's the alien? Are you the alien? Are you the alien? And there were multiple aliens in there. That was the twist. That was a good one.
The Twilight Zone was genius. That was some of the top writing.
I'm going to tell you, that's not how I know him, though. I know him because he was in 82 episodes of Give Me a Break with Nell Carter playing Grandpa. How about that? From 82 to 87.
I did see a couple episodes of that. I'm not sure I can commit to watching 82, though. That's right.
Give me a break, 'cause I sure need one. Give me a break. Ooh, yeah. She sang the theme
I was
song.
going to say the Kit Kat song.
Different, give me a break.
Give me a break. Give me a break. I guess that's different.
Yeah, that's different. Let's look at the rating, shall we?
Let's go.
X, the man with the X-ray eyes, is currently 88% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Did I say or did I say, Mother?
Ridiculous.
Mother trucker.
Do you know what the audience gave it?
99?
67.
No.
No. Let's look at the top critics, shall we? Variety staff says, director Roger Corman keeps this moving and Ray Milland is competent as the doomed man. Special effects on his Prism Eye world called Spectrorama are good, if sometimes repetitive. That's a positive review from Variety staff.
Spectrorama.
It's a thing.
Speaking of Variety staff, he usually says bullshit. Was he right about this so far?
Vincent Canby of the New York Times says, surprisingly level-headed and persuasive in its restraint and succinct dialogue. 3 out of 5.
Boom. I'm just hearing praise, brother. Keep bringing it.
Well,
maybe you're the problem. Maybe it's not me.
It could be. Could be. Let's talk to our in-house movie critic, AI Rex Reed, and see what he has to say.
Let's go, AI. Let's go.
X, the man with the X-ray eyes, is a bargain bin morality play where Ray Milland squints into the cosmos, discovers the meaning of life, and still can't see that the script ran out of vision halfway through.
Wah, wah.
Thank you, AI Rex Reed. But that doesn't matter. Aaron, what is your rating for X, the man with the X-ray eyes?
Are you ready? I know the rest of you rubes may not be prepared for this, but Doherty's coming in hot and strong. We're going to give it 4 out of 5. It is perfect. It is camp. It has crazy music. It's got Roger Corman. It has X-ray vision. It has semi-naked people. It is, I saw the eyes of God, and God told me to pluck my eyes out. It has one of the most memorable lines in any film ever in the history of the world. Pluck it out.
That's from
4
the Bible,
out of 5.
by the way. I don't think Roger Corman wrote that shit.
Did I say the Bible?
No, I'm just saying. It didn't come from this movie originally.
He could have said, if thy layeth with another man, thou shalt be stoned. No, he said, pluck it out.
Fair. Fair. No, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, it's remarkably. I wanted a scene where he goes like the Invisible Man, like you said, where he's like murdering people. And really,
right.
I think there's one.
Laughing.
Yes, that's what you want. And there's one accidental death. And then it's just him like kind of doing some carnival shit and kind of cheating in Vegas.
Asshole.
Right.
You never feel sorry for him.
No.
He's just an asshole.
Right.
And I just find this as amusing as hell.
It's a breath of fresh air, is
that?
what you're saying.
It's a breath of fresh. It's the wind beneath my wings.
Did you ever know Ray Milland is my hero? Sweet Jesus. I think it's a 3. I think it's a 3.
No.
I don't think it's
No.
There's the
Isn't that what
chase.
you gave Cannibal Holocaust? We're
It
going to
is.
have to go back to that.
I think
It
Cannibal
is not-
Holocaust was a 3.5 if I'm remembering correctly.
Shut your mouth. You're in a house of lies. You're drowning in a sea of lies.
Could be. I have to say, when the dude goes out the window, I fucking fell over laughing. I thought it was hilarious. It was so funny.
It is
couldn't-
a comedy of terror. It's a
Let's not
comedy
get
of terror.
carried away. Let's not get carried away. It was like one moment that made me
Nobel
laugh.
Prize for hokey fanokiness.
Hokey Fanoki. So it's a 3.
It's pure genius.
It's not pure genius. It's pure lunacy. Anyway, that's not here nor there. Any last thoughts for X, the man with the X-ray eyes?
As soon as you're done listening to this, please go online and look at all the beautiful shirts for X, the man with the X-ray eye that you.
But
can
don't go
buy,
online and
including
watch the movie.
Bauhaus. Watch the movie while you're drinking your beverage and wearing the shirt.
Please do.
Fully commit.
Don't watch it unless you put some eye drops in your eyes that make you go blind.
I swear to God, they're pouring like olive oil in his eyes. It's
something.
very like viscous.
It
It's
is.
viscous.
It's
It's not
thick.
water.
No.
It's not urine. It was like thick, and his eyes are just weepy the whole time, like he's
I was
got
weeping
pink
too.
eye or something.
Something. Sweet Jesus. So, thank you very much. You can find us all across the social media landscape. We're on Blue Sky, Threads, TikTok, Instagram. You could also email us the podcast that wouldn't die at Gmail. You can watch us on YouTube if that appeases you, pleases you. If you want to check out our goodness here,
Unless you've plucked your eyes out, then you won't be able to.
then you won't be. That is fair. Fair warning. We're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere the finer podcasts are available. So don't forget to don't forget to subscribe. I'm having episodes. Don't forget to subscribe, rate.
Pluck it out, Kevin. Pluck it out.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Aaron, what is your social media situation?
I'm literally down to the gram. The cult of Aaron joined the cult. I administer our TikTok, and I have art on Artsy and First Dibs.
Okay.
I view it, although I will tell you TikTok is shit since the takeover. It's shit.
Sad situation.
Still spend too much time, but it's not as enjoyable.
As you know, we like to share our friends and family's thoughts and feelings across the internet landscape. Aaron, what are the streets saying?
Streets are talking about javelina, the Australian. It's not javelina, it's razorback.
You know it, don't you?
You know it. Everybody knows that. Jarvis Brown, what oldie, but good one to watch. Zach Tor, great movie. And yeah, Aussie Jaws. JoJo says amazing movie. Music Nuts Unite. Why do people have all these emojis on their name? I can't even read it all. Woo Pig Suey. Oh, that not that kind of Razorback. My bad. I believe I've actually seen this movie way back in the day. Captain 0730, always wanted to see this. Need to. Thanks for the reminder. And I wrote to them and said,
Don't do it. Don't
maybe
do it.
not.
Pluck it out.
Pluck it out damn straight.
Next week, we're discussing the sci-fi action film Armageddon, starring Bruce Willis, Liv Tyler, Ben Affleck, Steve Buscemi, Billy Bob Thornton. It's an all-star cast. And I'm going to watch it I'm listening to the director's commentary because Ben Affleck in the director's commentary is off the chain. So if you have the opportunity, watch it, the commentary.
I'm guessing I won't have that opportunity. So where am I going to find this piece of shit?
That's a good question. Fubo, MGM Plus, Philo, YouTube TV with subscriptions. How about that?
I have none of these.
If you want to pay, you can pay $3.99 for YouTube, $4.99.
I don't want to pay.
$4.99 Prime Video. You can literally buy it.
$99.
You can pay $5 on Fandango to own it. How about that?
Oh, geez. No.
No? Not ringing any bells? So
No.
check it out. Don't pluck it out, but check it out. And
I might have to pluck it out after seeing all this.
send in your favorite scenes, favorite quotes, comments, and questions, and we may talk about it on the show. So, thank you very much, and be well!
Be well, children. Pluck it out.